You can teach your dog to get dressed. You'll have a dog who happily walks into his harness and stands pretty still while you fasten it. Here's how to train it. Okay, so the first goal is to teach your dog to put his head into the harness. So with one hand, hold your harness open in front of you, right around your dog's head height, and hold this hand totally still. Take a few treats in your other hand and hold them just behind the harness, so your dog has to put his nose into the harness to eat. As soon as your dog eats the treats, take the harness away. Repeat this step with your hand further and further back until your dog is completely comfortable putting his head all the way through the harness and having you rest it on his back. If you too have a super exuberant dog and you need a little bit of space between repetitions, go ahead and throw a treat so that he's running away and you have time to reset before he comes back. Our sensitive friends can take longer to do this, and that's okay. We want to go at their pace, so keep that hand still and resist the urge to put the harness on them. Once your dog is rocking this and putting his head right through that harness, you can give it a name. I like to say, get dressed.
Get dressed. Yes. Good boy. Very nice.
Okay, the next step is to teach your dog to stand still while you buckle him in. Once your dog's head is through the harness, place a small handful of treats on the ground directly in front of him. Snap him up while he snuffles up the treats. As soon as you snap the last buckle, put one more treat on the floor in front of him without making him turn his head. Over the next repetition, start to put fewer and fewer treats on the floor, but always put down that last treat right after you snap the last buckle. This is what's going to help your dog learn to stay still. Finally, only give your dog a treat at the very end right after the last buckle. If this is really hard for him, you can put the last treat down on the ground and cover it with your foot until you've done the final snap to help him out. And that's all there is to it. Have fun teaching your dog to get dressed.